On the basis of available archaeological information and tribal remnants, Koshambi explained the process of development of society. The pre-class society was organized into tribes. For membership to the tribe, birth alone was not the only condition, but some kind of initiation ceremony was also needed when an individual attained a certain age. The tribes were not given to treating other tribes as human beings. Killing and robbing the strangers was their daily routine. The tribes were divided into exogenous units called clans, which are equivalent to family. The clan was further divided into half a dozen households for the purpose of gathering food. Each of these clans, which originally specialized in food gathering, having assumed the name of a certain animal or community, developed common totem and taboos. It was on the strength of this common totem they maintained their peculiar unity. Marriages within the clan were endogamous and within tribes were exogamous. Matriarchy was the system that developed. There was no private property and the land was a territory. The first division of labor was between man and woman. The first potters and weavers were women. Later, cereals had to be grown. This brought about a change. First, they bred cattle for meat, milk, and skin, and they had to be used as dirt transport animals. This needed heavy body and hard work, which gave birth to patriarchal system. It gave rise to individual property, class division. The slave was useful as herdsman and plowman. It is also meant warfare using arms and weapons against other tribes. The process was facilitated by the use of metal tools, especially copper and bronze, which were the monopoly of the warrior classes, the nobility, or the aristocracy. With the invention of iron, the metal tools became easily available for agriculture, which engaged a large number of people for undertaking intensive cultivation. This also gave rise to permanent land settlement and right to land. The ideas of rituals and sacrifices developed before the class society came into being more as a measure to control the niggardly nature. Hunting techniques were developed after initiating the animals. A better technique of hunting like this was considered as magic, giving control over animals. Thus, there began religion, dance, graphic art, poetry, and music. The original purpose of sacrifice was possibly to get better yield. As the tantric practices were resorted to, fertility was expected to increase. The rite of practicing resurrection was developed. In the latter class society, these rituals remained in the same form, though they had changed in content. In a stable society, the motive for production was profit. But at this stage, the rituals were used to protect the class interests and to discourage innovations and thereby development. These were major obstacles in the development of society. At a later stage, the priest was either a tribal chief, a head of clan, or specially dedicated medicine man for patriarchal society. A goddess chief priest or a member of sisterhood with matriarchy. Koshambi says that in the Gangetic basin, there coexisted different groups with different stages of development. There were Naga and Aryan tribes. The Nagas were well developed. The Aryans were differentiated into caste class and divided into two groups, simpler ones not influenced by Brahminical rituals, and the others being Brahminized tribe and disappeared because of the internal conflict in the fourfold caste system, leading to the exploitation of the Vaishyas and Shudras. The chiefs of such four caste tribes had enjoyed absolute power and used it for aggression.